MS.
Again.
Seriously, MS.
Good morning.
You guys, I'm sorry. I'm just having a hot flash.
She just wanted to be naked for y'all.
I'm not. I don't want to be naked. I don't want to be naked. I'm just having a bit of a hot flash. It happens when you have the menopause. Hello, Marjorie. I don't know why I'm talking in a British accent. I do that when I'm having...
You're doing that because it's Brexit Day.
It's Brexit Day.
So, there you go. I just made up an excuse for you.
Cheerio. I'm having the flash of the hotness.
You guys, Joe Biden has lost his mind completely. So in today's episode of What the Hell is Happening to Joe Biden, we bring you a less than 30-second clip of Joe at an Iowa something or other. So
Hi,
Rob.
I'm having a hot flash. I'm having a hot flash. Sorry.
Go on.
What? I'll put my clothes back on. I feel like I just need
Why would you want to do that?
Well, because I'm just, it's inappropriate. I just
No.
Anyway, so 30-second clip of Joe Biden at an Iowa campaign event, whatever, and he is about to tell us all a secret.
You guys, it's very, very secretive.
So just
Are you ready?
hold on to your seats because
Okay.
you're
So hot today. Like, it's not hot, but
Is that a woman thing?
yeah, it's
menopause. Yes,
it's a
it is.
menopause thing. It's highly attractive.
menopause is in fact a woman thing.
Joe, shut up, Joe. Oh, God.
Anyway, you guys, he's clearly lost it. So
Yeah.
I don't think that audience ever got to hear the best.
They
kept
were like,
secret.
what's the secret?
We don't know. He never got around to telling it.
God made man,
He is losing his mind.
and then he made a couple firefighters.
That was what he said at the end. And nobody knows what that means either. We froze again. Oh man, I swear
You
to
guys,
God.
it's MS.
I mean,
It's MS.
yeah. It's
I'm
crazy.
sorry that our company doesn't pay the bills. I'm sorry.
yeah,
It's
a shame.
This is why our show has such a huge budget.
Show the clip again because we froze during
Oh,
the clip.
crap.
Oh,
Really? Okay, I'll show it again.
seriously?
I'll show it
Okay,
again.
All right.
Okay, crap. Let's see if I can get there. Here
Yeah,
it is.
here it
Okay,
is.
here it is.
Looks like the students don't have a seat.
Okay, hold on. Let me get there. I'm going to do it again.
Thanks.
Go. Okay, Joe. Here we go.
And it looks like the students don't have a seat. But thanks for being here. And if you need any notes for your professors in your class that you missed, let me know. My wife is a community college professor, and she says the best kept secret. Hey, fellas, good to see you. I wish I had seen you when you present the colors. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Folks, look, you know that
There.
expression.
Okay.
God made man.
Wow.
That was the best kept secret was you're never going to know.
You're never going to know. And he probably doesn't know it either.
You did miss something. You missed the secret. Jeanette's like, what? I missed something. You did. You missed something. I also put my jacket back on because I was feeling inappropriate. Okay.
Anyway, so that is a thing that has happened. And what else were we going to... I can't even remember what I put in our little description of what this video was going to be about.
Can somebody tell us?
Can you guys remind me?
Can you guys remind us?
Because I don't remember.
Yeah.
What we said we were going to talk about. I know it was Joe, and it was... I don't know. Oh, I know. We were going to tease the fact that on today's show, we are taking a little trip down memory lane.
We're not going to look like bunnies, though. Like she's making us look like.
And we're going to play you a clip that was part of our radio show like 4 or 5 years ago, I think. Back when Seth Rogen came out with the movie Sausage Party. I know that you're going to be like, why are you replaying that? It will
Yeah.
make sense to you when you listen to today's show from 9 to 11 on WIBC, WIBC.com if you're not here locally. But we're going to be talking about lesbian tacos, which are a thing. Oh, I know. I remember now. It was the Hillary thing. It was the
Yes.
Hillary thing. You guys. Okay, so if there's anybody legal that knows legal
Yeah,
things.
anybody out there that's a lawyer or a paralegal or
Yeah.
anybody that deals with law.
Actually,
I'd like to know somebody that does that anyway, because we're always getting in trouble with the law.
even though we work with like 7 lawyers.
Yeah.
but they're not here yet, which is why we're asking you. So I read this morning, and we're going to be talking about this on the show today. You know how Tulsi Gabbard has filed either a $50 million lawsuit or $100 million, depending on where you look.
Or what day it is.
Right.
Yeah.
Against Hillary Clinton for calling her a Russian asset. You guys knew that Tulsi was trying to sue her, right? So apparently Hillary Clinton and her representatives, her Secret Service agents, her people around her refuse to accept the legal documents. So like, you know, somebody will come and say, I'm giving you summons, or I'm giving you this law. You're being sued.
I'm serving you with papers.
Serving you. That's, God, I could not think of that phrase.
That's what I'm here
serving
for.
you. I could
welcome,
not
everybody.
think of it.
Yeah.
You're being served. That's what I wanted to say.
Yeah.
And she's just like, I'm not going to take them. And
Yeah.
so are all the people around her.
Okay, so
how does that even work?
yeah, it's kind of like, you know, if I say you and I were married, Glenn, and I wanted to divorce you.
Yeah.
It's kind of like if I served you with papers and Glenn was like, I don't want to get a divorce. Well,
It doesn't. You
that's
still
not how that works,
Right.
right? It's like,
you still get to not be married to him anymore.
yeah. Or if somebody was suing us for something,
We
know,
can't just ignore
and
that.
us just ignoring it. I mean, I feel like that we can't do that. That's not
And
how it works.
Listen, it's happened. We've been sued. And so
Yeah,
I remember
exactly.
distinctly that we were told, if you just ignore the fact that someone is suing you, the judge automatically rules against you. Like that is, you're just basically saying, yeah, I'm guilty,
And now-
I'm going to take it.
I suppose if you have enough money, like Hillary Clinton does. I mean, I know that they were really down and out for those couple years.
They were
Like,
broke.
They were broke. They were flat. She and Bill were broke, you guys.
Flat broke is right.
Yeah, but I mean, like, I know if you have enough money like they do now, like they're super rich now, perhaps you can just be like, well, I mean, what's 50 mil, right?
I mean, but it could be $100 million. I don't know if they're that rich where that's not going to hurt.
Yeah,
You know
but
what I mean?
they don't
Like-
ever really have to pay that much money. They usually settle.
But you have to accept that you've been served in order to settle, right? You
I
can't just
guess. This
you
is-
can't even begin to negotiate until you've accepted the fact
Somebody,
that this
yeah,
is
Kristen
happening.
said refusal of service will end in
Default judgment. Default judgment is
Yeah.
the word I was looking for.
Yeah.
So why would she do this?
So what does that mean exactly? Does that mean that they'll judge on like a lower payment, like a lower judgment? So instead of 50 mil, it'll be like 4 million.
And who decides that and how?
Yeah.
Like what is that based on?
Yeah, and then she'll just go ahead and pay Tulsi like $4 or $5 million. I mean, I'm just throwing out a number.
And then Tulsi will get to go out and say, I got money from Hillary Clinton because
Yeah.
she totally libeled me
And
defamed
Dale,
me.
I said the same thing, Dale. Democrats do think they're above the law. I think
They
I said
definitely
that to
do.
her this morning. I was like, this is classic Hillary. This is classic
Yeah.
Democrats. They totally believe that they're above the law. And this is so indicative of that. That's such a huge representation of how they truly feel about them. She's like, I don't have to answer that because I'm Hillary. I'm above the law. Screw you. I mean, look at Ilhan. Look at Ilhan Omar, who's just like, I mean, let's just get real of the whole marrying the brother thing. Come on, y'all. I mean, and the FBI is investigating her. Do we really think that anything's going to happen with that?
Something better happen. This is out of control. How many times does she have to be investigated for the same damn thing
Yeah.
before somebody does something?
But if I didn't pay like $10 in taxes, my ass would be in jail.
Yup.
Like in 2 seconds. But that chick is probably done all sorts of terrible things. She's like, no one is above the law.
She's always talking in a question.
I mean, I swear.
Tulsi Gabbard's lawyer has responded to the fact that Hillary won't take the papers, and his name is Brian Dunn, and he says, I find it rather unbelievable that Hillary Clinton is so intimidated by Tulsi Gabbard that she won't accept service of process, but I guess here we are. So that's what he's saying. And I just read that whole thing, and I'm like, what possible reason would she have to just let this go and be judged without pushing back?
I don't.
Maybe, I mean, it's not that I don't know what it is. It just completely, I will never understand that woman. Because,
Yeah.
like, now her latest excuse for losing in 2016 is to say that it was an odd time. What the hell? It was not
Yeah.
an odd time.
No.
It was just time to drain the swamp.
And it was just a time for you to be a complete loser. That's the time.
She still doesn't get that she
Yeah.
lost because she sucks.
You're just a giant loser.
Total loser.
And it sucks that you are a loser and that you can't come to grips with that. That
She has not come
you're
to
a
any
terrible,
grips.
terrible candidate and nobody liked you and you suck. Sorry.
I mean, it's all true.
Yeah, that's terrible for you.
You guys, PETA is now mad.
Not the bread,
Not the
but
bread.
the organization.
People for the ethical treatment of animals, PETA, that PETA, they are telling, they're saying...
Hello from Sweden. Somebody just said hello
Hi,
from
Sweden.
Sweden. Hi, Sweden.
They're saying that Punxsutawney Phil, the groundhog, the famous groundhog, should be removed from his position of authority and replaced with an artificial intelligence toy dog.
Do we really feel like he has a lot of authority, though? I mean, it's not like he, you know what I mean?
And they're all like, he doesn't even know what's happening to him. People, he lives a better life than most kids in that same area.
I know. He's sort of like a college mascot.
Right, exactly.
You know, that's what he reminds me of. It's like an UGA, like the UGA Bulldog.
That dog
or
lives way better than we do.
Or like Smokey, you know, like the Hound Dog. I mean, those dogs live way better lives than I live. They live in nicer houses than we live in. I mean,
for real, we're not
They
even
eat better food. Seriously, this is for real, you guys.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you know that groundhog is like eating caviar every day.
Right.
Give me
The
a break.
groundhog is living it up.
It's like, shut up, PETA.
And so PETA's like, it's like...
It's
terrorizing,
mistreated.
It's traumatic.
And
blah.
all the lights are bothering him. It's like when he's getting his picture taken by the paparazzi. He can't handle.
Why is everything so dumb?
Oh my God, shut up. Just shut up.
Everything is so dumb.
I know, it is dumb.
Yesterday, was it yesterday on the show that we played the clip of Joe Biden? Yeah. Because Joe Biden yesterday was talking about how he told an audience, listen, you know, I'm thinking really hard about who I'm going to have as VP because I am really old, you guys.
Like, really.
And then people laughed and he was like, no,
really.
I'm serious.
I'm really
so old.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
He said that out loud.
Yeah.
And then he got all pandery and was like, and it's going to be, I've got like eight.
I got 8 women and I've got like 4 people of color that I've got in mind.
Right. And
because
so,
I'm Mr. Panderpants.
So that was yesterday,
Yeah.
but then later in the day yesterday, he then also said, I would like Michelle Obama to be my VP.
Mm-hmm. And then I've got Barack in line for the Supreme Court.
So
now he's like, listen, I know I'm slipping in the polls and I'm completely crazy and I'm bat crap, but I got the Obamas, y'all. I got the Obamas right here, so vote for me because the Obamas.
And the Obamas, meanwhile, are like, we're not endorsing.
We're like, we got this Netflix deal. What the hell?
They're like, can you please stop talking about it?
Yeah, just stop it. We're not even friends with you. We don't like you. Stop it.
I mean, it's getting even weirder now that the Obamas will not say anything about Joe Biden. That is crazy town.
Yeah, it's really bad. It's really
nuts.
bad. We have a audio from Elise Stefanik talking to a journalist.
Such a badass.
God, she really is. She's completely awesome. And you can tell that she just looks, listen, I love her, but you can tell she's just tired and she's had it. Like in that picture, seriously. She's like got her hair up in a ponytail and she's like, I'm over all y'all. I'm throwing down now. I just can't deal. So she's over it.
Actually, the clip is on our website if you want to see it at chicksontheright.com. Because then you can actually see the video.
Yeah.
And she just rips this NBC chick to shreds.
Yeah.
And it's glorious.
We're also talking about TikTok. If your kids are on TikTok, get them off of it.
Oh my God.
Seriously.
That's a bad thing. And then I posted this morning at chicksontheright.com. If you haven't read it yet, there's a woman that wrote us a letter because she heard last week's podcast where we talked about social media and the impact it has on kids.
Instagram, like
so
fake accounts.
So
and stuff
she
like
tells
that.
her own story about what happened to her as a teenager and the fact that she was in the same room as her parents who allowed her, you know, some leeway when it came to being online and being on the computer because they trusted her. And she had a lot of trust in her friend. And you have to read what happens to her because it's a reminder to parents. You got to stalk your kids, man.
Yeah.
You got to stalk the crap out of their phones.
Yeah. And I was watching a thing yesterday about a company that is trying to develop software to get these sexual predators online and how back in like the late 90s, they had all but gotten rid of like sexual content and like predatory content with minors. And, you know, and then the internet happened.
Oh.
And now that we have the internet, it has just like gone, pachoo. I mean,
there's no stopping it.
There's no stopping it. And so, and it's really and it's on the dark web. I mean, you would not believe that the nastiness, the grossness, just the evil that lurks there. And it's you know, these are people that you think are normal people that are among you that are doing this crap. And with kids, we're talking little kids, little girls, little boys. And it's...
How are there this many pedophiles? This is what I don't understand. Like,
there are a lot of them.
Insane.
And they're not like who you think they would be. These are doctors. These are lawyers. These are, engineers. These are...
Pastors.
Yeah. These are people who you work with. So, I mean, this is the thing. And, it's just happening right there in plain sight. These are people that you think are normal people that are engaging in this sort of behavior. So it's just...
I was most amazed in that TikTok story about the fact that, TikTok, they have some controls. Like, they are quick to remove predatory comments, but then they don't remove the accounts that sent the predatory comments, which I cannot understand.
Yeah.
But this is the problem with TikTok, is that it's a hugely popular program. It's even become more popular than Snapchat at this point.
Yeah.
And it just is so easy to prey on kids, especially because they're 13. You're allowed to sign up for that.
Maureen is right. It's so hard to keep our kids safe. You just have to stalk your kids. You, as parents, have to stalk your kids. You have to stay on top of it because, I hate to say this, but kids will lie too.
Yeah.
Even good kids will lie because they don't do it to be malicious. They just do it because they're kids.
And they're testing boundaries. That's what they do.
That's what they do. I mean, we all sort of tested our boundaries with our parents, and it's just a scary. It's so much of a more frightening world than it was when we were kids. It really is. And so I think parents think, oh, my kid's not going to do that, but your kid won't do it, but there's going to be some person that poses as a kid that is not a kid, and then get in there, and then all of a sudden that kid is a 40-year-old man in a whole different state preying on your kid.
Yeah.
You have to watch out for that crap, man. It's just...
And it's people that your kid, like the story that we posted at chicksontheright.com this morning, it's people that your kids trust to not lead them in the wrong direction, and those other kids can absolutely do that.
Yeah.
So, you just have to stalk. That's all there is to it. You gotta be so...
So we're talking about TikTok a little bit today, because it's, oh my God, I think what started out as a very innocent platform for people to be like, oh, look, I'm doing a little musical thing.
Yeah.
It's just, it probably sucks because the creators intended it for it to be fun.
Right.
And then all these crazy people, are taking it over. Sucks, right? Totally sucks.
Everything has to be ruined by bad people.
Right. So that happened. We're talking about that.
And then, of course, impeachment. Yesterday was like Q&A, the first however many hours of the 16 hours of Q&A that there's going to be. Today is going to be a continuation of that. Now, yes, early in the morning, and we even said this on our show, early in the morning yesterday, it sounded like Mitch McConnell did not have the votes in order to block witnesses. But then by yesterday evening, it sounded like he did. So, still don't know if we're going to have witnesses or not. We'll find out. There's supposed to be a vote on Friday. But anyway, it was an exhaustingly long day of Q&A, and Adam Schiff is gross.
Yeah. I thought
his eyes were so buggy yesterday.
Yeah.
Like extra buggy.
Really?
It was weird. I think when he gets nervous and like when he knows he's lying, they get crazy.
So it's
buggy.
like Pinocchio's nose.
Yes.
It's Pinocchio's
It's
nose in the
just like
form
that.
of his eyes. His eyes are just like, "Aw." Yeah, he's crazy.
And he
So
lied.
crazy.
Like Adam Schiff lied a whole bunch of times yesterday, and then he misquoted the president again, which is what he's constantly doing. Anyway, it was an exhausting.
And then
day.
they're finding out all this stuff about Bolton now. All this crap that he said, and he's contradicting him. I'm so tired of.
Yeah.
Just everybody shut up.
We got an email from someone who saw Bolton on a train yesterday, took a picture of him and like introduced herself and had a small itty bitty conversation. And she said, if that had been you guys, what would you have wanted to ask him or say to him if you had run into John Bolton on public transport? What would we have said? And I wrote back and I would be like, why are you writing this book when the president's still in office? Can you not wait? You jerk.
Yeah.
Can you just wait a hot second? But I probably wouldn't have had the guts to do it. I probably just wouldn't have talked to him.
I'd be like, what's up with the mustache? What's up with the stash? These
are very different questions.
Well, I mean, you would have handled that. And then I would have been like, seriously, because it looks, I mean, are you doing like, is your role model Colonel Sanders? Is that your fashion icon?
So we would have asked different things. But if we'd been together, we would have covered all the bases.
That's what I said. You would have covered that, and I would have covered the mustache. You may want to
You may want to trim that up a little bit.
Yeah, you may
oh,
wanna
can you
work on
play
that.
Play them that guy with the crazy voice? You guys!
Oh my God, what's his name again?
It's in your direct.
Oh, it's
your
in my. That's
messaging.
right. It's in my message.
There was this complete a-hole from Puerto Rico who apparently like has a podcast of some sort. He looks like a total soy boy, complete manlet, right? And he's complaining about white people in Puerto Rico. And so when you see his face, you think, oh my God.
We wrote so many inappropriate things. I got to be careful what I show you
Okay,
guys.
yeah, be careful. So
Yikes.
anyway, when you just see his face, you look at him and you think he's gonna sound like David Beckham, right? Right?
Yeah, because there's his face.
Yeah, show his face. Total
Do
soy
you guys
boy.
see his face?
Okay.
Okay, so she sent it to me last night. I'm like, wow, he does. Look, he looks.
He's got the earrings. He's
he
looks
looks
kind of
looks kind of, looks kind of squirrely.
But then,
Okay.
this is the voice that comes out of that face, you guys. It's gonna blow your minds.
Okay, come on.
Why isn't it working? Just say not now.
Greetings.
There we go.
My name is Victor Ramos, and I'm from Puerto Rico. And I'm doing this video in English because I want it to be understood primarily by English speakers.
What is
especially
happening?
Americans.
I mean, that's enough.
white
You don't have to
Americans
play.
who
Wait,
come
no.
visiting the island. Now, a couple of days ago, quite a few protests were taking place in the island because of our
What is that?
What is even happening?
Look at his face. Doesn't match.
incompetent that after suffering a variety.
He's horrible, but his voice is absolutely
voice
delicious.
it's amazing.
His
like
voice
it's
is
deeper
delicious.
than James Earl Jones. Now
Yeah.
a bunch of people on Twitter were like, "That's modulated, and there's no way that's his real voice."
mean,
I think that may be his actual voice.
I don't know. It could, I am on the side of it's modulated.
How do you do that though? Like, how would he?
I don't know.
and
We
why?
should totally do that. Let's find a way to modulate our voices and do it. Somebody's saying I think it's voice dubbing too. I think he's done something to his
You can
voice.
easily sound like that. You can like just do that.
Yeah.
Like, on demand and
Yeah.
keep in character for that long.
It's,
Because it's a long
like
thing.
Rick Astley. Never gonna give you up.
Never gonna
Yeah.
let you down.
Oh my God, that guy. Yeah.
I was floored.
Yeah.
Because I was like, what's his jerk saying? And then
Oh,
when
yeah.
he started speaking, I was like,
What is happening?
happening?
Yeah, it's the opposite of Mike
Crazy.
Tyson for sure, and David Beckham.
Right. He's the anti-David Beckham.
Because David Beckham, I mean, is so delicious to look at, but then he opens his mouth and you're like,
Please
no,
stop.
I'm out.
Don't speak.
I'm out.
Don't speak.
Just take your shirt off.
Anyway, yesterday, or what's today, Thursday? Yeah, yesterday
It's
our new
Thursday.
podcast episode came out. You should listen to it because we learned all the words that the kids are saying these days. And
we try to use them
we
properly.
tried to use them properly. I can't guarantee
You
that we did.
may learn something.
For real. I mean, there were some things we got right.
I let my 9-year-old, almost 10 in February, listen to parts of it.
yeah.
And she was like, I've not heard a lot of these. And I'm like, well, that's probably good.
Yeah.
Because you're,
It's probably
you're only
more middle
10.
school and up.
Yeah.
I'm guessing.
That's probably good. Some of them she had heard, and then some of them she hadn't. I had to fast forward during some parts because some of it was inappropriate. But when are we not inappropriate, right?
Speaking of stalking your kids, I stalked my kids messaging yesterday, and he was talking about the fact that we did that podcast to
Yeah.
somebody, and he goes, my mom was flexing so hard that she knew words that I didn't. And I was like, you didn't tell me about flexing. I didn't even know that was a word.
So he totally used a word.
He
that we
totally,
didn't-
yeah. And I
That's
was
so
like,
funny.
I flexed so hard.
Lit, drip, bay. And bay, as you guys should all understand, is bacon and eggs.
Right. All right, we gotta
Yeah.
go do our stuff.
Okay, you guys ready? Bring it in. Bring it in. It is Thursday. We got one more day, you guys, of the crazy. One more day.
We can do this.
We can do it. You guys
can
make
do
it
it.
count. We'll talk to you tomorrow.
Oh, really quick, Super Bowl pick is Jimmy
Super Bowl
Garoppolo
pick.
because he's hot.
The Bears. The Bears.
Okay, bye for real.
Bye.